Seven, what's up, good brother? I was gonna say, damn, where everybody at tonight? I guess everybody had a long shift as I had. I guess everybody had a long shift today, huh? Huh. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired as hell. Just work from 7:30 to 7:30. Means rough. Mr. Switching. Hope everybody had a good Monday today. I was ready to punch a nigga in his mouth today. Oh, you got the notification? That's what's up. I almost punched a nigga in his mouth today at work. My fucking my boss, right? Some this bull been coming in smelling like weed every day, right? And he be having his roach in his pocket and goes in the bathroom and had a whole bathroom smelling like weed. He did it multiple times, and I be covering. I was covering for this jackass. Like, yo, here, use my cologne. But not last week, the week before, my boss got mad and was like, I'm gonna start randomly drug testing niggas. Chill vibes, what's up? He was like, I'm gonna start randomly drug testing you niggas. It's getting serious now because now y'all about to make me lose my job. And mind you, my boss don't give a fuck. Like he'll tell you, like, long as you're not drawing, it don't affect your work, and you spray yourself down, it don't affect his job. It's all good. But this dude kept doing that shit. So today he's in the bathroom. It's like 10 of us in the bathroom right before we go on break. He got the bathroom smelling like straight gas. So I say something to him like, bro, you smell like weed. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, what you mean you don't give a fuck, bro? You just heard what the boss said. You about to jeopardize everybody's job. Like, what's up? What about people fam? I don't give a fuck. I'm stepping on shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to be out this bitch anyway. I'm like, so why do you even come to work? Shit, on my interview, my boss is dope as shit. On my interview, he gave me a celebratory shot because his shift was over. So he was like, "Yeah, my shift over. Come on, man, let's go. Let's celebrate your new job. Come outside, come outside, take a shot with me." But back to the story. He like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck." And I'm like, "Bro, what about everybody else? You about to get everybody else in trouble." Because if the boss walk by and smell the weed, he gonna look at the camera and everybody that's in this fucking yeah, he say he's stepping on shit. And I'm like, yo, if the boss come in and look at the camera, he's gonna piss test everybody on the camera. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I'm about to roll out. I'm about to leave this bitch anyway. I'm like, so why did you even come to work? Like, what's the point? Why do you even come to work? He was like, I just wanted to show my ass before I leave. I'm like, bro, you was a nut, bro. Like, you was a whole nut. You was an immature ass nut, bro. You about to fucking jeopardize everybody else's job because you butt hurt. Bro, I was like, fuck him up today. And then like he started going around talking shit, and I hear him. So I walk over him and I'm like, what? What you say? He's like, oh no, we ain't talking about no. Go ahead and say what you said. Cause I got a whole lot of aggression I need to get rid of right now. We can go right in the bathroom right now. And I guarantee you I'm gonna give you a swirly. I guarantee you getting a swirly. I'm dunking your head right in that fucking toilet. Clear up some of that eczema on your face, nigga. Oh, I was ready to beat the shit out of you today, bro. Yeah, I was really ready to beat shit down this bull leg today. Cause you jeopardize. I got a family, bro. And then right, I'm talking to my one of my coworkers about it, and he like shit. I smoke too. He about to fuck it up, making shit hot for me. And he was like, "You want me to tell you the boss?" I was like, "That's up to you." He goes over to the boss and says something to him. The boss comes over to me and asks me what happened. So I tell him, because I'm like, he like, bro, you might as well just tell. You might as well. He's saying, "Fuck your job. Why should you care about his?" So I'm like, "You right, man. I got a family. You don't give a fuck about my job. Why should I care about yours?" So the boss asked me what happened. Yeah, right. That's exactly what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was saying. So the boss comes over to me and asks me what happened, and I tell him. He he tells the boss that, "Oh no, we lying on him. He ain't say that." Nigga, you was just talking about how you don't give a fuck, and you about to leave, and you stepping on shit, and as soon as the boss asks you about what you talking about and what's going on, find out what's going on, all of a sudden you ain't say it. You sucker, nigga. I ain't got no respect for you no more. I ain't got no respect for that nigga. No more. Immature ass nigga. Oh, but I was gonna beat the brakes off of him. I had the woo side. The boss was like, "Yo, bro, this nigga ain't about shit, bro. He be in here talking this gangster shit, but you can tell he ain't really about that shit. And I can tell he ain't about that shit because you was so hyped when you was telling me how you ain't give a fuck and you stepping on shit and you showing your ass before you leave. Fuck this job. And then as soon as the boss asks you, what was you saying? Oh, I ain't say that. And then the boss comes back to me and says, "Yo, why he talking about something? He ain't say this, that, and the third." I'm like, "Yo, it was 10 other people in the bathroom. Like, you can go ask everybody that was in that bathroom because everybody in the building was pissed off about it." So the boss goes over and asks everybody else that was in the bathroom, and they all said the same thing. And he's like, "Get out of here." Like, I'm like, "Bro, I've been covering you for weeks, bro. Like, for weeks." Like, the boss been tripping on everybody, and I stayed quiet. Ain't even gave you some of my cologne, and then you come in here and you want to be disrespectful. And then every time I seen him the rest of the day, every time I walk by him, I ice grilled the shit out of him. I'll walk by him, looking dead in his face, and keep walking by him until nah, my coworker did at first, and then the boss came over and asked me what happened. And either way, like, why the fuck should why should it fucking matter? The nigga don't give a fuck about my job. Why should I care about his? He about to get everybody in trouble. He about to get everybody randomly piss tested and everybody in trouble. And then when I confront him about it, he's saying, I don't give a fuck." And I'm like, "Bro, you about to get everybody. You heard what the boss said. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't, man, fuck everybody. Fuck this job. Fuck, I don't give a fuck." Oh, so you don't give a fuck about me feeding my family? Why the fuck should I give a fuck about yours? My coworker was like, "Nah, man, he making a block hot for me. I'm going over there. I'm telling." And then the boss came over and asked me what happened. But anyway, um, today we're gonna listen to Hassan Campbell speak on TD Jakes. I guess TD Jakes had a heart attack or a stroke or something on the while while on the stage or something like that. And Hassan is he studies the Bible and the Quran. Uh, Peter Jackson, peace and welcome. Now he talking about he studied the Bible and the Quran, and he holier than thou. Wait till y'all hear what this nigga saying. Y'all gonna be like, "Nigga, shut up." And then and then there's a part two of that Queen's Flip interview, the part that I couldn't upload yesterday. I split it in half and uploaded it.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? A lot of people sent me the video of Power Bottom TD Jakes to see my reaction to him having a stroke, heart attack. I don't know, allegedly. I don't know what he had, but he was going through something in the church where his body looked like it was bugging out. A lot of people wanted me to react to TD Jakes.
Bro, did you really just call this man power bottom when your claim to fame is getting thigh? Again, for the millionth time, I don't think that's your something you should I don't think that's your category, bro. How you calling a nigga power bottom when you literally was a power bottom? You was throwing that ass back for damn. What is you talking about? Or throwing them thighs back, if that's what you want to call it. Mike James, who? Mike James. What's up, good brother? You was throwing them thighs back. Yeah, nobody sent it to him. He always saying somebody sent it to him. A lot of people sent it to him. No, nobody ever sent that nigga shit. And that's the crazy thing about it, bro. You claim that you a blogger and a journalist. A blogger and a journalist is supposed to pay attention to these things. You're supposed to monitor these things. You're supposed to be watching out for these things. But yet he keeps claiming everybody always sending it to him.
Mr. Power Bottom is what we know him for on the internet now. Mr. Power Bottom being affiliated with Diddy, right? I'm a person that read the Bible, read the Quran, study Jesus, study Moses, study Muhammad.
Wait,
I know that Jesus went out to the people. He was a carpenter. He went out to the people. He was amongst the people. He broke bread with the people. He didn't have a 501c3. He didn't stay inside the church. He didn't stay inside the pulpit. He wasn't living off of
because C13s and Cash App and churches and pulpits didn't exist during that time, jackass.
Moses went out to Pharaoh and the people to teach them the laws and God's commandments, right? He brought the word of God out to the people. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. He went out to the people, taught people the laws, taught people how to repent. And to this day, because he went out to the world, Islam is the fastest growing religion ever.
No, sorry, buddy. That's not why it's the fastest growing religion. This is how I know you don't study none of this shit. It's the fastest growing religion, that and Christianity, because they went out and slaughtered people and forced them into their um their religion. Christianity and Islam are the two biggest religions that went around slaughtering countries and forcing the people that wasn't their part of that religion, they would kill them. So a lot of those people who became Islamic or Christian in the beginning, they were forced. They didn't do it willingly. It wasn't because Muhammad went out and told the laws. It was because the people who believed in Muhammad and the people who believed in Christ and Christianity went around killing and slaughtering millions of people. And you know what's crazy? How you gonna make fun of T.D. Jakes and call him power bottom, but get mad when people call you Thigh Song? And get butthurt when somebody call you Thigh Song? So genius. What's up with you, good brother? Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. Y'all definitely make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in and support the bus pass fund because I'm still short on that bus pass. I had to actually spend some of it today to get on the bus. But yeah, um, they went around, raped, and pillaged and slaughtered millions of people to get them to force them into that religion. And a lot of Islamic people are still doing it today. Shit, Christianity and Islam is over there doing the shit right now. Ain't that what the war is going on right now? Over there in Palestine and what's the name? Isn't that what that's about right now?
In today's time, under the watch of T.D. Jakes and other pastors, I've sat back and watched the children of the hood, the ghetto, get on demon time.
Okay.
But the problem is that when our children were out in the streets on demon time and invoking the devil into their life, I didn't see these pastors with these 501c3s all on a video, They was nowhere to break these spells
Oh God.
that was cast on our children through the music industry.
You think spells aren't being cast through that demonic ass, those two demonic ass religions? Huh? Nobody has killed more people in recorded history than three different sets of groups of people: Islam, Christianity, and white folks. Those three people, nobody, no, those three groups, no one in recorded history has slaughtered and murdered, raped and pillaged more than them. Islam started the slave trade, you fucking idiot.
Physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. These kids was claiming demon times. You know, when I was growing up, mama used to pray for me because the streets was praying.
The streets was preying on you, or Bambaataa was preying on you. Which one? It can't be both. Was the streets preying on you, or was Bambaataa preying on you? Yeah, you can't object to first person free will, right? They definitely doing it in Afghanistan. Men only use women for reproduction, right? Forced them to convert through murder and trade. Definitely did. Wasn't he one of Bam's most lethal shooters? Exactly. That's what I be talking about. Nigga, you claim you contribute to all this shit. But then want to get up here and act like you holier than thou.
In today's time, the word of God is not getting out. Back in the days, people who wasn't religious, used to blame religion for all of the problems of black people in the world. It's safe to say most people today is not practicing Christianity in America. They claim it. It is a title that is not being practiced. Most
And you practice Islam? Huh? And you practice Islam? Because if you did, you wouldn't have about. I know you got a cup of liquor sitting right in front of you right now. If you practice Islam, it wouldn't be bottles of liquor on your shelf. If you practice Islam, you wouldn't even be on here talking none of the shit that you be talking. He said the Papal Inquisition is when the Pope ordered the slaughter of free people, women, men, and children if they didn't become Christian. Yup, I remember that. And then the whole fucking religion is nothing but a bunch of different stories from the Emerald Tablet. Watered down stories from the Emerald Tablets um, the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's so many different stories they can slap together and put in that book. Right. He's a kuffar. How you sit there and talk about what America, what everybody else doing with their religion, and you faking your religion as we speak? How many times do you ever see Hassan wearing a kufi? How many times do you ever see Hassan in a mosque?
Are practicing
Cool.
evil. The music industry has become a new religion, Satan's dance floor.
What?
The reward.
Religion is Satan's dance floor. And I always felt like that since I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I always felt like that. I always questioned that. What if the God that you serving is really the bad guy? Because when I used to hear the stories of how many people he would slaughter and kill, and I'm like, yo, that don't sound like God. You don't hear about the devil. How many people has the devil killed in any of them stories? Don't worry, I'll wait. Yep, I never seen him dressed on Friday for Jumar. None of that. Yeah, Gilgamesh is Noah.
Was our children going into the
Moses is
studio on demon time, casting spells, the lyrics coming out of the speakers, invoking death on themselves and others.
but yet you use those lyrics as your slogan. This what I don't get. He uses those lyrics every single day in his live stream. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. That's a rap lyric. Hit him in the head with the headshot. That's a rap lyric. Dark one, what's up, good brother?
Going into the streets,
That's your comment.
501c3s, all on a video, all on a video. There was nowhere to break these spells that was cast on our children through the music industry. Physically.
You know how there's more killing in the Bible and God by any exactly. I'll be honest with you, I don't know no stories of the devil killing anybody. That's why I said the devil never killed anybody in any of those books. God, the gods of these Bibles and these books are doing more slaughtering than the so-called devil. But you know how I know that he just wanted to act holier than thou, and nobody sent him this video, and he just used what was going on with TD Jakes as a reason to do what he's doing. He hasn't said shit about TD Jakes. I'm gonna run the whole thing. Let me run the whole
Spiritually.
thing back. He doesn't say shit about TD Jakes besides, oh, I think somebody sent me the video. He called him power bottom in the beginning. Said he had a stroke or a heart attack, and that's it.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? A lot of people sent me the video of Power Bottom TD Jakes to see my reaction to him having a stroke, heart attack. Allegedly, I don't know what he had, but he was going through something in the church where his body looked like it was bugging out. A lot of people wanted me to react to TD Jakes, aka Mr. Power Bottom.
I still don't get how you feel comfortable calling him Mr. Power Bottom and then get butthurt when people call you Thigh Son.
Is what we know him for on the internet now. Mr. Power Bottom.
And what are you known on the internet for? Hassan.
Affiliated with Diddy. Right?
Right, me too. Devin, you ain't the only one.
I'm a person that read the Bible, read the Quran, study Jesus, study Moses.
You read the Bible and the Quran. It's funny because we've never seen a Quran anywhere within 3 feet of you. We've never seen a Bible more than 3 feet 3 feet of you. We've never seen you at Jumar, never seen you at Sunday service. This nigga's a fucking fraud.
I know that Jesus went out to the people. He was a carpenter. He went out to the people. He was amongst the people. He broke bread with the people. He didn't have a 501c3. He didn't stay inside the church. He didn't stay inside the pulpit. He wasn't living off of cash apps. I know that Moses went out to Pharaoh.
How did you think Jesus got around and paid for his travels and stuff? You don't think people was donating to him? For Palm Sunday, weren't they throwing money and stuff at him, as gold and all this other stuff at him as he walked through the streets on a donkey or something like that? Right. They definitely do be heavy on the backup channel.
Went out to Pharaoh and the people to teach them the laws and God's commandments, right? He brought the word of God out to the people. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. He went out to the people, taught people the laws, taught people how to repent. And to this day, because he went out to the world, Islam is the fastest growing religion ever.
It ain't because of people what people preach about Islam. It's because they either get it for protection in jail, like you, or they're forced into it.
In today's time, under the watch of T.D. Jakes and other pastors, I've sat back and watched the children of the hood, the ghetto,
FRO, peace and welcome,
get on demon time. But the problem is that when our children were out in the streets on demon time and invoking the devil into their life, I didn't see these pastors with these 501c3s all on a video, There was nowhere to break these spells.
There you go again, pocket watching again. You ever notice that he's always pocket watching somebody with these 501c3s and they getting the cash apps? Don't you do the same thing? Don't you? And you're preaching right now and you get cash apps? The fuck is you talking about?
That was cast on our children through the music industry. Physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. These kids.
And you use those lyrics in your live streams every single day. So what are you saying, nigga? You're a hypocrite.
Kids was claiming demon times. You know, when I was growing up, mama used to pray for me because the streets was praying on me.
I'm confused. Was it the streets praying on you, or was it Bambada? He said, "I knew I smelled charred thighs." Blicky, what's up, good brother?
Time The word of God is not getting out. Back in the days, people who wasn't religious, used to blame religion for all of the problems of black people in the world.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. It's the same thing Chris Rock said. Chris Rock said it the best. If Allah or God is all omnipotent, right? This guy in these books, they're so powerful. They all omnipotent. Why would they need anybody's help to spread their message? I want you to think about that, Mr. Pissy Poppy. Why would God or Allah need your help or anybody else's help to spread his message? It makes no sense. He's supposed to be all knowing, all powerful, and omnipotent, right? So why would he need someone's help to spread his word?
It's safe to say most people today is not practicing Christianity in America. They claim it is a title that is not being practiced.
The same thing with you in Islam. You claim it, but you don't practice it. We have never seen you pray. We have never seen you even wear a kufi, nigga. You probably still eat pork. You got a pork face. You got a pork chop neck, nigga. Hey, Bull, did you call that lady? 3 chins, 5 necks. I'm feeling that. You got 3 chins, 5 necks, nigga. Shout out to let me see your transcripts because she the one who sent me this. She the one who sent me this video and brought this video to my attention. So shout out to let me see your transcript. Um, I appreciate it. But you's a fake Muslim, my nigga. You drink. You come on here drunk all the time. Muslims not supposed. You're not supposed to drink. And you look like you got a pork neck, pork chop neck. Yeah, and then you was doing a prayer call while you was drunk when you pushed Derek around. You can't do that. That nigga got 3 chins, 5 necks. He says high cholesterol neck having ass nigga.
Practicing evil. The music industry has become a new
High blood
religion,
pressure.
Satan's dance floor. The reward was our children going into the studio on demon time, casting spells, the lyrics coming out of the speakers,
They grab him on that.
invoking death on themselves and others.
Wait a minute, bro. And you know what's crazy? Do you know I know you don't practice Islam? You celebrate Christmas, nigga. You celebrate all the holidays. Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas. You celebrate all those.
Going into the streets, turning TVs off. Rock industry has become a new religion, Satan's dance floor.
So
The
let's move
reward
on.
was our children going into the studio on demon time, casting spells, the lyrics coming out of the speakers, invoking death on themselves and others.
But you don't do that on your live streams when you keep talking about hit him in the head with the head shot. Hit him in the leg with the leg shot. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you and then throw up gun signs while you're saying it. I'm pretty sure he's going to do it at the end of this video. 33 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. He said rim flaming thighs today. You right. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. And support the bus fund. Help Remy get to work. Hit the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. $1, $2, $3, $4 at the top of the check. He said he's invoking the jinn every time he get drunk. You should know that, right? Right. And he's in FRO. I think you said it. He claims he's Muslim, but always quoting Bible because he grew up a Christian and converted to Islam in jail for protection. So he only knows the prayer call. That's why you never see him really talking about. He never has any quotes from the Quran because he grew up on the Bible, but he converted to Christianity. He converted to Islam in jail for protection. That's why he only knows the prayer card.
Going into the streets, turn the TVs off. Rockin' snot box, hit him in the head with the. And
This nigga just literally, you see what the fuck he just did? You just hold on, back that up. This nigga here, how you talking about they invoking spells and this, that, and the third with their music, and then you turn around and do the same shit as you're talking about it?
invoking death on themselves and others. Going into the streets, turn the TVs off.
Like a frozen corn dog.
Rockin' snot box, hit him in the head with the. And then back to the studio.
Nigga, shut up. Hassan, shut the fuck up, bro. For real. Sometimes you just need some subjects you just need to shut the fuck up about, bro. For real. You make yourself look like a fraud every time you try to jump into a lane that ain't you.
Brag about the trophy they left in the cemetery. Social media.
Oh, you didn't do that when you claimed all these homicides? You didn't do that? So you never did that. That nigga Lil, what's up, good brother? So you never did that. You didn't do a whole live stream about your homicides, that your alleged homicide. You don't brag about your homicides, your so-called homicides. You do the same thing. You just ain't got music. You just not doing it over music. Turning TVs off. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. You's a nut.
Social media was rewarding them with the bag because the blood sacrifice in the streets was already made. And while the parents was in the streets.
Wait a minute. So social media ain't rewarding you with money? When you even said it, dead rappers make money. You don't make money off of claiming that you got all these homicides. You don't make money off of hit them in the head with the headshot. You don't make money off of that. You's a fucking hypocrite, bro. Yeah, and all these so-called murders you went to jail for, when you only went to jail for beating up women, you got arrested for one homicide, and then somehow Eric winds up in jail for the rest of his life, but you don't. You do the math on that one.
Crying over their babies, burning candles, pouring out liquor. Pastors like T.D. Jakes was nowhere to be found in physical form, nowhere to be heard, battling The pandemic within the pandemic in the black people, rather in the black community, was black on black crime.
Nigga. So these so-called homicides and these so-called and all these alleged people that you shot, what color were they? What about when you sold a man's murder on your Patreon? That's still up to this day. What about that? You literally sold footage of a man being murdered, and then went on a live stream bragging about and laughing about his death. If he dies, he dies. He's gonna say that about TD Jakes at the end too. No, he's not gonna say. He's
Went
gonna
to
say.
all-time highs.
He's gonna say
Under the
he died. He's a stone cold weirdo. 42 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button.
of demon time.
Equal.
Always thought it was the pastor's job
No, it's the community's job. It's everybody's job.
to cast out demons. I guess they was too busy at the bank, the ATM, hanging out with Cash App. That's my take on Mr.
There you go. There you go. Pocket watching. Worried about other people's money.
Always thought it was the pastor's job
God, Hassan was Mary Magdalene.
to cast out demons. I guess they was too busy at the bank, the ATM, hanging out with Cash App. That's my take on Mr. Power Bottom, aka TDJ. What's that movie? Rocky? If he dies, he dies. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit.
Basically, you're saying fuck TD Jakes. If he dies, he dies. That's why he said that transcript. There goes your answer. There goes your answer. Didn't you just ask that transcript? Is he going to say pray for Bishop TD Jakes? Get well soon? No. He said if he dies, he dies. How you going to? Isn't that demonic right there? Wishing another man's death? Bro, you's a weirdo. You's a stone cold weirdo, bro. You said Kulu and Golden in that war? Oh. Well, they've been picking with Golden for a long time. Kulu and King World been picking with Golden that for they've been, you know, going at Golden for the last time. That's what I'm saying. How you calling him Power Bottom and your name is Dyson? I guess TD Jakes had a stroke or a heart attack or something in the middle of one of his sermons. And he's thymonic. That's a good one. That's the joke of the day so far, just chilling. He said he's thymonic.
Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you.
And then this nigga I told y'all niggas, he's a fucking weirdo. Threw up a gun sign. Pay attention to your circle before you hurt you. But then come at the rappers about their lyrics and then use their lyrics in the same way they are. Bro, you's a stone cold weirdo.
Button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Pay attention.
No, this is him. Pay attention to your circle. This is him. But he want to talk about the rappers. You're no fucking different than them. The only difference is those rappers are young and dumb. You old and dumb. True. Oh, no, yeah, that's how it always is. All right, I'm done listening to this dumb nigga trying to talk about religion that he don't know about. Let's get in back into this Queen's Flip interview.
But y'all was at a point where y'all wasn't gonna snitch on him or tell what happened. You probably made something up anyway. Oh, my, something happened.
I don't know what would have happened, but at the end of the day, I do know that's what he did, and he never did. You see what I'm saying?
I heard in the Star interview you was talking about nigga sizes and shit. Pause, nigga.
He got
I just think it weird. I just think this nigga weird.
In the book,
start to you. Hold on.
Now on some real shit. It's crazy because
crazy. Yo, I remember the nigga size.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm talking about? Remember you said
it's crazy because in the book he got two dudes.
The black book from earlier.
Two dudes. One of them,
it's reckless.
he put under the picture the biggest dick in the Zulu nation.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I knew who the dude was. Dude that's older than me, like, you know what I mean? Dude that I would have said I would looked up to, strong dude. And then there was a dude in there that get busy. He seriously gets busy. He's a war.
So when you this the part that everybody's missing. I think he believe like if this book is true and there really is a book, I believe that he was basically like, oh, all my heroes is fucking Bam. Why don't I go fuck Bam too? That's basically what you did, nigga. Because you always talking about these are some of my heroes, and I looked up to these dudes. So you basically saw your idols fucking Bam. So you said, you know what? Let me go do it too.
He's younger than Bam, but older than me, probably about 10 years. See, it shows you the difference in decades. Like he got generations of us. So and when it came to his picture of this specific dude, he put under this picture the littlest dick in the Zulu nation.
Oh, G.
And
you about to press the sound effect? What the fuck is wrong with you, G? What?
It's quiet for him.
And I gotta say pause, no homo, but on some real shit. I ain't gonna lie. So when he showed me the book and I'm looking, I'm like, yo, this is such and such. Like, wow. But what stood out? You don't really want to look at the book, but I remembered it because it was like, the nigga was rock hard, but I was like, damn.
Yo.
He said he remembered it because the nigga had a little dick and was rock hard. What type of freak? What? Hold on, back that up. He said I remembered it because he was rock hard, and I was like, whoa, whoa.
Yo, G.
And
you about to press the sound effect? What the fuck is wrong with you, G? What?
It's quiet for him.
And I gotta say pause, no homo, but on some real shit. I ain't gonna lie. So when he showed me the book and I'm looking, I'm like, yo, this is such and such. Like, wow. But what stood out? You don't really want to look at the book, but I remembered it because it was like, the nigga was rock hard, but I was like, damn.
Yo, pop.
You want the details, right?
Pop, pause.
Now you want to act like you want to pause now?
Pause, nigga.
Now you want to pause now, right?
Aggressive, nigga. Pause, nigga.
And that nigga want to pause now,
That's
right?
it. So you know him. You know him and you violate him. What's the nigga name then? Say his name.
I'm not going to do that.
Exactly, because you respect him.
I love the nigga.
Okay.
And I understand that. You see what I'm saying? Like the first one, I do kind of want to expose him. But I'm not going to do that to him.
Why?
I love the nigga. Bro, I don't want to hear that Stockholm syndrome because he didn't hold you captive. You in love with the nigga because you constantly say it. I love him like a father. I love him. I love the nigga. Bro, you in love with that man. You don't love him, you're in love with him. And you're still in love with him because you keep saying it. Who loves the person that allegedly abused him. Out of the whole time, also Mike Tyson backside. Colin busted. Who says that, bro? Like it's 30 years later, and you still talking about you love him.
I'm not gonna do that to
Why?
him. Whatever. I'm not.
But you violated me for Malcolm X, nigga.
I'm not.
So my nigga, so my Malcolm X is a snitch. You put hands on him, nigga.
Now you know. At the end of the day, you going off of gossip. You're not going off of facts. Number one, number two. When you deal like I said, when you dealing with a snitch, telling on the pedophile don't make you a snitch. Don't never put that out there.
Got you. I don't believe it.
Telling on the pedophile, Elijah Muhammad was labeled as a snitch by Malcolm X. Everybody says that is true. I wasn't there.
Elijah
Muhammad was sleeping, from what they say, he was sleeping with underage girls.
Yes.
And
when did Malcolm X label him as a snitch though? I believe he labeled him as a PDF file, but I don't remember him labeling Elijah Muhammad as a snitch. You're making shit up.
And Malcolm X exposed it.
But he didn't expose it at first. He exposed it after he had some. So Malcolm X was an enabler initially, right?
Listen. Hold up. When he found out about it, he exposed it. I don't know the detail. Listen.
You don't know that.
But you know what you got to understand too? He got daughters. He got children.
That's true.
And right now, you might be disrespecting his legacy, and what you might be saying is not even fact.
Who?
You see what I'm saying? With Malcolm X.
Nigga, I don't. First of all, what I said earlier, nigga, I heard.
What you just said wasn't fact. Nothing of what you just said was fact. When did he label Elijah Muhammad a snitch?
I heard. I don't think. I respect. I watched the movie.
But I respect
Denzel and I respect Malcolm X, nigga.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't try to flip the script on me,
when
nigga.
You talk to most people that come from that era. If you ask them if they had to choose, now mind you, the one thing I will give to Elijah Muhammad, the same thing people give to Bambaataa. Even though Bambaataa compared himself to Elijah Muhammad, he said they ain't flip on Elijah when he did it. Why you flipping on me?
When did he say that? When did Bambaataa say that? Most we heard Bambaataa say was, "I never touched that man. I never seen that man a day of my life, man. Why didn't they say this before? Everybody knows me. I ain't never touched that man. I ain't never see that man." When did he say that they didn't snitch on Elijah? Why you doing it to me? You making shit up, bro.
He got daughters. He got children.
That's true.
And right now, you might be disrespecting his legacy, and what you might be saying is not even fact.
Who?
You see what I'm saying? With Malcolm X.
Nigga, I don't. First of all, what I said earlier, nigga, I heard. I don't think. I respect. I watched the movie.
I respect
Denzel and I respect Malcolm X, nigga.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't try to flip the script on me,
when
nigga.
You talk to most people that come from that era. If you ask them if they had to choose, now mind you, the one thing I will give to Elijah Muhammad, the same thing people give to Bambaataa. Even though Bambaataa compared himself to Elijah Muhammad, he said they ain't flip on Elijah when he did it. Why you flipping on me? You heard it.
I heard it.
You heard it. Oh, yeah. So now,
but actually, who was Bam? And
so now, when you sit back and you analyze this Messiah complex, I'll call it that, where you have people that turns their pastors, the Bambaatas.
Wow. Now speaking of a Messiah complex, did we just not watch him make a video talking like he had a Messiah complex? He's become everything that he preached about in the beginning of his YouTube career. Anybody else notice that? Everything that Hassan said he stood against in the beginning, he has become 100%. He said, "I'm talking about Hassan's revealed thought." Hassan. Right.
the Elijah Muhammad's until they're Jesus. This has become their gods. No matter what they do, is touch me not. They can get away with it. You would not be able, Queen's Flip would not be able to get away with what Bambaataa did. The first time niggas find out, they're going to roast you. Your head will be on the platter.
My nigga, stop comparing me to Bam.
Until you know. I mean, I ain't trying to compare. That's despicable. I would never want to do that to you, nigga. Even though you do look like Bam a little bit.
Nigga, you like Earthworm Jim, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You old big eyes bulging out your face, ass nigga. Stop doing that to me, man. Fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck about Bam. I'm just asking about. I heard that. As I'm saying, I respect Malcolm X, what he stood for. You know, I no disrespect to Dr. King, but if I had a choice, I'll pick Malcolm X over Dr. King based off of what he stood for. You know, he was ready to, from what I know, you know, he was ready to put work in against anyone who came against the, you know, our people. You know, that's what I'm not really quoting it right, but that's what I got from it. You know, you understand? And so I respect it, but I'm just saying, I heard that Star said it, nigga. Star said it. That's where I heard it from. To be honest, Star my big homie, but that's what I heard. I just want to say, it's on the shows. He said it. That Malcolm X was.
Well, you know, if that's what they wanted to call him or whatever the case may be, I guess he was a good rat then. Okay. Because anytime you protecting the children, right. If that's what I got to be labeled as, if that's what we boil down to, I mean, come on. So now I could creep up in your house and sleep with the children in the house and then tell you a rat? Like, what kind of shit is that?
You're right, man. Let's go back a little bit one more time. So Bam is dirty.
You know, you a rat because you claim that you committed a murder and Bam was a getaway driver. That's why you're a rat.
From what you said, I don't.
Come on, he got people that he molested. That I would, like I said on one of my own interviews, I went to Bronx River, and I ran into a dude named Manny.
Why you saying
Manny?
Why you saying his name like Manny
that? And Ezekiah now, because I got to keep it funky. I have to on this one right here. I got to Manny and Ezekiah, right? Mm-hmm. They have their own chapter, the chosen chapter, where both of them was molested by Bam. But at the same time, y'all doing security with the nigga right now. The cat is out the bag.
Nigga, you were doing security with the nigga. We got footage of you at Kim and on trial, standing right in the fucking front, bodyguarding Bambaataa. What are you talking about? You did security with the nigga. The only reason why you're not still doing security with the nigga is because you got kicked out. You making it seem like you snitching on Bam because it's the right thing to do. You telling on Bam because Bam don't want you no more. You telling on everybody because you got kicked out. It ain't because you're doing it out the goodness of your heart. You're doing it out of revenge. And that makes it even worse.
My whole thing like this, even down to the Zulu security or anybody that's holding Bam down. If one of the parents decided today, I just found out about my child, I'm going to roll up on him. If my mom's decided, you know what, I can't take this. I already know I'm up there in age. I'm about ready to die. Fuck it. I'm up there in age. I'm going to take Bam out. If she rolled up on Bam in her wheelchair and went to hit Bam with a shotgun, you mean to tell me these dudes that was molested by him and know what he did to me, you going to take my mother's life? And that's what I was
Bro, you literally said you was going to go take that little boy's life who stabbed Bam. In the same interview. They asked you, so you wanted to go hit the bull that stabbed Bambaataa. He said yes. You's a fucking hypocrite. You literally said you was going to go kill the boy who stabbed Bambaataa. The same guy that allegedly molested you. So what are you talking about? It's the same scenario.
That's what I was faced with when I had that picture, and then the same day learned that he raped somebody in Brazil. I had to take a stand.
So you took a stand.
I took a stand, and that's where I'm at right now. So when people say
See, no, when you told this story earlier in this, you was like, I know I was supposed to be one of the dudes to go hit him, meaning you were going after that boy. Now you trying to say that you took a stand? No, you wanted to go after that boy because you were mad. And then when Bambaataa stopped fucking with you, that's when you wanted to take a stand. The hell is you talking about? You didn't take a stand until Bambaataa took them dogs and you realized he had a new man.
People sitting up there say, "Oh, they must have wanted something." Wanted what?
Why you don't like Brother Polite?
Why I don't like Brother Polite? For one, because of that interview that he did.
Have you never met him before?
The interview that he did with that victim of Dr. York, I don't like the way he handled him. Number one, number two, because the interview, like the video that I put on my YouTube page, I didn't put that together. Somebody else did. I just put it up there. They said please share, so I shared it. And when I analyzed,
Now, this nigga got a nerve to not like Polite for the way he treated Dr. York's victim, but yet today he treats every other victim the same way Polite treated Dr. York's victim. Look how you treat B Stinger. Look what you did with Cassie. Look at the video I just played yesterday. You literally, you literally went at that Diddy's victim for the same shit that you literally did in this interview. Yeah, he got kicked off the Million Man March trip. Right. And got mad and ran to the internet. That's exactly what happened. No, it was he fucked up the money. First it was he fucked up the money with them dogs. Bam came and took them dogs back. Then it was the Million Man March trip. No, 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 no. I think it was first it was the boy. No, no, no. It was the dogs. Then it was the dude that stabbed Bam, and then it was the Million Man March trip. 34 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in and share this video because we want to get this fraud off the internet. And don't forget to support the bus fund to help Remy get to work. With the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, $1, $2, $3, $4. I did get a couple donations to help me yesterday, but I still fell short of the bus pass, and I had to use some of it to get on the bus today. So if anybody would like to help out with that, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo at the top of the chat.
analyze how he moved, how you robbing people in the hood in our community, and then you talking about us like we dirt, like we trash, like how you sit up there and you make a pedophile. You praise and honor a pedophile, and then you made a video. You interviewed a victim, and then you tried to mold him down. Now, everywhere else, this video was taken down. It's just so happened to still be on my page now, and they cut it.
Nigga, you literally do the same thing today. It's ironic. Listen to him say all these damn things, and he's literally doing all this today.
And they cut it too to give you the short effect of it. Like, whoa, look how he going in on a victim. And then you never met Dr. York, but you going at him like that. Why you don't interview me like that? Interview me like that, and I guarantee and I guarantee you, interview me like that, and I guarantee you can have 20 of your soldiers. It's gonna take that, because if he would have did that to me, it would have, like, you're not gonna do.
He's a bitch ass nigga. You ain't gonna do shit because Polite came out there looking for you, and you was nowhere to be found. Talking about 20 of your soldiers. Polite came out to New York and taped it, looking for you. You were nowhere to be found.
You playing with my pain. You playing with that man's pain. That's why I don't like Polite.
What did he say though?
Nigga, you playing with my mother's pain. You literally don't have a story. You literally haven't answered any questions. If you go back to my live stream last night, or the first couple clips that I played, all of his story, every part of his story that he said came from someone else, a TV show or a TV show. And when they asked him certain details like how old were you? How long did it last? When was your first experience? He had no fucking answers. And then the parts of the story that you did tell came from B Stinger, another victim, in the episode of Good Time, Different Strokes. You're playing with my mother's pain.
What did he say though? What did he say? What do you remember?
I mean, it's the way he handled it. He tried to make him out to be a liar. First of all, Dr. York, real son, made it clear. Ask Polite. Do you ever met my father? No. So how could you take up for somebody you don't even know? That's just like when people, they talk about Michael Jackson. Oh, Michael Jackson. Oh, he didn't do nothing. First of all, listen.
Leave MJ out of this. MJ out of this, man.
Let me just say something.
Nah,
one thing about Michael Jackson that stands out to me, he have all the signature energy, the signature moves of Bambaataa.
And you don't. Michael Jackson ain't never admit to touching other kids. Michael Jackson was tried and found not guilty. You know why? Because of a lack of evidence.
There's traits that Michael Jackson has that Bambaataa has. Like Michael Jackson acts like
I ain't never heard Michael Jackson tell anybody who's gonna knock him up and take their ass. I heard it from you several times. I ain't never heard Michael Jackson say, I'm a stick heavy D in your 12-year-old daughter or son, but I heard you say it. I ain't hear Michael Jackson say I was touching other kids either, but I heard you say it.
Michael Jackson acts like a little kid. Bambaataa acts like a little kid. On camera, you see the grown man in him. Just like on Michael Jackson, you see you might see the little kid in him, but at the same time, Michael Jackson outsmarted Sony and everything else, got all his masters, he's a billionaire. And every time.
And you don't. Look at you now. You're 40-something years old, dressed like you're in your 20s.
Turn around, they try to make him look like he broke and everything else. Let's keep it funky. Michael Jackson ain't have a woman in his life for years and years and years. Then he decided to get with Elvis Presley's daughter.
What are you talking about? Michael Jackson had a bunch of women. What was that white girl? Brooke Shields. Elvis Presley's daughter. The white lady he had his kid by. What are you talking about? Michael Jackson had plenty of women.
Marriage with the fake test tube kids that don't even look.
The chick from the Thriller video, and he had all the models from his videos that he had in most of his videos. He was dating them. Mike liked his models.
Don't even look like him. He was black as shit as a child. Now all of a sudden you producing white children with white women. Like, I mean, I'm not even going there.
Well, we can say the same thing about your parents. You say that you black, but I ain't never see two niggas have a Spanish baby. I ain't never see two niggas get together and produce a full-blown Puerto Rican.
Line to it is, he spent $20 million on one kid, $20 million on another kid, on so many kids he paid to be out of court. Some of them said, yeah, we lied because we wanted some money too. That happens sometimes. But the reality of it is, if I got to put up $20 million, that $20 million gonna make sure you called me a rapist.
He put up the $20 million because it would have been easier to just settle than to just keep dragging it and letting people dragging. He did it for a strategic reason to show that they were lying and they just wanted money.
You're lying on me. That 20 million is going to make sure your whole family die. You just called me a rapist, and I didn't rape. A person that didn't rape somebody, that's the worst thing you can say about them. It's going to make me angry.
Right.
That's how you know Bambaataa did what he did.
Listen to what he just said. A person that didn't rape somebody, that's the worst thing you can say about them. So he's admitting that he's aware that he know that claiming that a man raped him is the worst thing you can say about him. Now, you do the math on that. He was with the man as an adult for years, bodyguarding for him, shooting people for him, and then when Bam breaks it off, suddenly he becomes a molestation and a grape victim. You put two and two together, and what is that? What is that? What does that equal out to? Hassan claiming that that man molested and raped him because he knew that was the worst thing he could say about it. Say about him, but while exposing Bam for being gay, without exposing himself as being gay.
20 million on one kid, 20 million on another kid, on so many kids he paid to be out of court. Some of them said, yeah, we lied because we wanted some money too. That happens sometimes. But the reality of it is, if I got to put up 20 million, that 20 million going to make sure you called me a rapist. You're lying on me. That 20 million is going to make sure your whole family die.
It's going to make sure your whole family die. Not just the person that claimed that he raped him. He's gonna kill him and the innocent people in his family that have nothing to do with it. Now, you see how he acts when he's scorned? When somebody scorns him? Look what he did with Kev Gills when he got scorned. He threatened to rape his children.
You just called me a rapist, and I didn't rape. A person that didn't rape somebody, that's the worst thing you can say about them. It's going to make me angry.
Right.
That's how you know Bambaataa did what he did. Bam is in a position.
Now, Bambaataa didn't get angry with you because he knows you're fucking lying. He knows that you have no proof, no evidence, and y'all was just fucking consensually. That's why he didn't get mad. You, on the other hand, you're a scorned ass female, so you're going to do whatever petty shit you can to get back at whoever you're pissed off at.
He could have came out in the beginning and said, yo, they lying. Everybody would have believed him, depending on how he came out. He fumbled because he knew he was at war with his own family and he knew it was going to turn up. You're not going to make me out to look like a liar. But what he did was he let the Zulus call me an agent while he sat in the background and didn't do no interviews, didn't say nothing. And when he did speak, he only spoke on Ron Savage. They never brought me up. And the news made show on Fox 5.
He didn't bring you up. Do you know why he brought Ron up? Because people saw him with Ron Savage. There were witnesses to prove that he was with Ron Savage. There's no evidence of you being around him, so why would he need to address you? He knew that. Oh, I only been around him as an adult, so you don't even worry about it. Let the zoo, don't I ain't worried about it. That makes perfect sense to why he never responded to you and responded to Ron, because people saw him with Ron. Nobody saw Bambaataa with you. So it was no need to respond to you.
Fox 5, they made sure they didn't even bring my name up. What do that tell you? He know.
That he does. That tells me that he knows you ain't.
This is just real shit.
So half the niggas in Zulu, Bam done touched. That was like an initiation.
It wasn't an initiation. The nigga was nasty.
Of course, okay. He was nasty. Fuck that nigga.
Nigga's nasty.
All right, let me ask you a question now. I heard that the Zulu Nation is trying to sit down with you.
Let me tell you something. First and foremost, I outsmarted them with everything that they was trying to do. In the beginning, here it is. You had them marching with Ron Savage, right? They was just trying to basically quiet the situation down so they could get back to business.
Okay.
The more you talk about this, the more it messes up money. Now you have to analyze, the big media never really dealt with this. But you still have people like, for example, from what I understand, Beyonce was supposed to be doing a tour, and Bam was supposed to be on tour with Jay-Z and Beyonce. She shut it down. Like a 42-city tour. Yes. Shut it down. So now no more tour. It's messing up money. You want to get back to the business. So you have the Zulu Nation marching through Brooklyn Bridge. But yet some of these same ones, I get into an argument with one of them because one of them sitting up there on Facebook, social media, and he like, yeah, fake ass more dude, Ray Bay, bitch ass nigga. I get into an argument with him, and he says to me,
would you beat Ray Bay up?
Ray Bay?
Would you put half these niggas? You'll fuck them up?
Would I fuck him up?
So I'm asking you.
That's an understatement.
I just want to show how immature you are sometimes.
That's an understatement.
Violence.
Listen, let me explain something to you, because what the nigga said to me on social media was,
Flip has been definitely putting him out there, showing him that he's just a fake violent nigga. The whole interview.
we already know how you got into the Zulu Nation, how you got initiated in.
Oh, no.
So now, this is my whole thing, right? I'm telling this story for a reason. I'm putting this out there for a reason. So this is what the Ray Bay dude says. And I get into an argument with him. Now you got the Rob L1 dude. This is the one that marched with Ron Savage over the Brooklyn Bridge, acting like everything's good. Now you seen this man just come out disrespectful like that because he don't know me. He don't know no better. He don't know me. Or maybe he just bout that. We'll find out. So anyway.
What you mean we'll find out? Nice. Stop talking like that, man.
So anyway.
We'll find out what, bro? Everybody that you said that you was going to do something to, or you were going to see, you didn't. There's a whole plethora, at least 20 to 30 people that you were supposed to deal with. And you know what's crazy? It's like Kakalaka said yesterday. I think it was Kakalaka that said this yesterday. You want smoke with everybody but the man that you claim hurt you. Didn't you say you had love for all these Zulu niggas? They was your brothers. You loved them like brothers. So how is it okay for you to want to go at them or harm or do something to them when you claim they loved you like brothers? You loved them like brothers, and they never harmed you or did anything sexual to you, but you don't want to go after Bambaataa. Make that make sense. Yeah, that's basically what he just admitted, Bobby.
Now we got the Rob L1 dude. He's out in the Long Island dude that's acting like he's advocating for the victims. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna talk to Ray Bay like that. You just saw what Ray Bay had to say. You should have told him like, yo, you don't do that. Like, this is the situation. You don't do that. Oh yeah, I'm moving with Ray Bay. Well, move with Ray Bay. Move with Ray Bay. You see what I'm saying?
How old is Ray Bay?
I don't know how old them niggas is. All I do know is they ride shotgun with Bam. Anytime you see anybody that travels with Bam, that's overseas with Bam, I don't care who he is. If you traveling with Bam, you fucking with him.
It's going down.
You getting head with him. He giving you head.
So when you was traveling around with him and living with him, you was fucking him. You was getting head with him. If you was living with him, you was traveling around bodyguarding with him. You just admitted it that you was molesting children along with him. Listen to what he just said. Listen to what he just said.
Bridge acting like everything's good. Now you seen this man just come out disrespectful like that because he don't know me. He don't know no better. He don't know me, or maybe he just bout that. We'll find out. So anyway,
what you mean we'll find out? Nice. Stop talking like that, man.
So anyway, so now we got the Rob L1 dude. That's he's out in the Long Island dude. That's acting like he's advocating for the victims. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna talk to Ray Bay like that. You just saw what Ray Bay had to say. You should have told him like, yo, you don't do that. Like, this is the situation. You don't do that. Oh yeah, I'm moving with Ray Bay. Well, move with Ray Bay. Move with Ray Bay. You see what I'm saying?
How old is Ray Bay?
I don't know how old them niggas is. All I do know is they ride shotgun with Bam. Anytime you see anybody that travels with Bam, that's overseas with Bam, I don't care who he is. If you traveling with Bam, you fucking with him.
It's going down.
You getting head with him. He giving you head.
Come on, stop.
Bam like to drink babies.
Now, he said, if you traveling overseas with him, or you traveling around with Bam, you fucking him. You're getting head with him. You're getting head. You lived with him. You traveled around as his bodyguard. You went around and did so-called hits for him. You was fucking him as an adult. That's the only part that's the only part he does not explain is afterwards. After he became adult. You said knock knock. I just got home from jail. That means you were an adult. You were living with him, sleeping on his so-called couch. You were bodyguarding for him for a couple years. That means you was traveling around with him.
He like to drink the semen of little boys.
What you say about Ray Bay then? Let's just we skipping. We gonna put hands on.
And I can tell he just made that up right then and there because he never mentions this again about him drinking semen of little boys. He never mentions that again.
Put hands on him?
What I put hands on him?
Because I heard you put work in, so you put hands. That's you talk like you put hands.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to.
This nigga's a loudmouth coward. All right, let's get into this last clip. Then we're going to get on out of here.
Myself, I'm not even going to go there and say that. It is what it is. I didn't like the situation.
You like what he said.
I didn't like what the nigga said out of his mouth.
All right.
And at some point in time, we gonna run into each.
Oh shit! There we go.
To each other.
Say no more.
May the best man win. It is what it is.
Yo, so you speaking out now a lot. You getting real vocal with everything that happened back in the days. Are you prepared for the possible consequences that might come? I know you said back in the days Zulu was real strong. I'm not sure if they are as strong as they was before, but I'm sure that them hearing the interview and hearing you speak out, they might want to come.
Let me explain something to you. When I was born,
he said that. He definitely did say that, Robbie. He been all around with Bam.
I was sentenced to death. So there's nothing that you can do to me that's gonna happen.
That's real.
But what I will say is, may the best man win. Because I can tell you right now, I'm not playing.
How many niggas you got problems with the Zulu now? Can you name them?
I mean,
all of them probably.
I mean, let's keep it funky.
Nah, I want you to name them, nigga.
Nah, I can't do that.
Why?
Because you asking me to indict myself.
You asking me to indict yourself, but yet you go on your live streams and say it. I just played a whole live stream where you were naming niggas. This nigga's a stone cold liar, yo. You can't name niggas because you probably ain't beefing with niggas for real. There's another question he doesn't answer. Anytime somebody asks him a yes or no question, or just a question that just requires just a simple answer, it's always a long drawn out explanation.
What do you mean?
Listen, there's certain shit you just don't do. Myself, I'm not even gonna go there and say that.
Oh shit!
Our molestation in our community is, and how you being down, you walk into the party or automatically to get in, you got a dude grabbing your dick. So you already come to explain. Let me explain something to you. When I was born, I was sentenced to death. So there's nothing that you can do to me that's gonna happen.
When you was born, you was sentenced to death. How? There you go. No explanation. How was you sentenced to death when you was born? This nigga is a drama queen, yo. He said thigh on front of you. This nigga he just dramatized the shit out of his life. Like nobody's life is this eventful and so dramatic. You claim you was molested from age 5 all the way up to fucking 18. Then you was out on the streets murdering people, bro. This sounds like a written movie. Nobody's life is this fucking dramatic. Not even celebrities. And they go through the most drama.
That's real.
But what I will say is, may the best man win. Because I can tell you
No, I was sentenced to death when I was born, nigga. And you know how? Because I was born from a child who had nothing. That's a death sentence. People predicted that I would make it past 5 years old because they didn't think my mom could take care of me. They didn't think that my mom would be able to survive. That's a sentence to death. When you're born to a 15-year-old, well, 14-year-old going on 15, who got pregnant at 13, that's a death sentence. People predicted that I wasn't going to make it to 5 years old. They were counting me out before I even took my first fucking breath. That's a death sentence. Your mother was perfectly fine. Your mother was of age. Your father was the right age. The fuck is you talking about, bro? You's a nut. ABM, what's up with you? That's a death sentence when you're born.
tell you right now, I'm not playing.
How many niggas you got problems with the Zulu now? Can you name them?
I mean,
All of them probably.
I mean, let's keep it funky.
Nah, I want you to name them, nigga.
Nah, I can't do that.
Why? So
Because you asking me to indict myself.
No, what you mean?
Listen, there's certain shit you just don't do.
Why-
To be honest with you, the only reason why because people will sit up there and tell you, and I tell you right now.
Wait, hold on. Let me
listen. I'm
wait. Let me. Why would you indict? I'm saying like we're not talking about violence. We're talking about how many people you have a problem with. Meaning that when you see them, you want to talk to them face to face.
I have a problem with the majority of them in New York City, period.
All right, and okay, I answered my question.
The majority of them in New York City, I have a problem. I won't say all, because they get mad at me, but there's still Zulus that's loyal to me. This is why I get all my information. This is why when they have their secret meetings, I'm always going to know what's going on.
He went to a good school. He had good parents. He was on a fucking TV show. Like, come on, bro. You were on a TV show. What was that school bus show called that he was on? You ran from home just to get some dick. Well, me and my, my mom had to bounce around. I had to watch my mother struggle so much. That's a death sentence, my nigga. You playing with my mother's pain. My mother was the actual victim. My mother actually had to go through everything that you claim you went through.
What's going on? Because they don't know. It's not just one of them.
Right.
It's not just one. So they're going to keep on putting me on point. This is how I got the conference call leaked out.
I heard the conference call.
Have you seen Bam since you started to come out with the
No.
One of us will be dead.
What I told you about that?
Listen, let me tell you something. Straight up, when he allowed them dudes to put me out there as an agent, you can't walk past me no more.
But then if you do that, you're not doing justice.
Understand something. For
Hey,
one,
why you sitting up to
listen
me?
to what I'm
Don't sit
saying
up to
because
me.
I want the people to understand.
Why you gotta sit up to me though,
where
bro?
I'm coming from. When Bam decided,
Yo, I love boy Queens Flip keep checking this nigga. Yo, why you keep getting aggressive with him? Why you keep sitting up? Nah, nigga, don't bring shit this way. He been calling this nigga out the whole fucking interview.
decided
This nigga's hostile.
to put me out there as an agent or allow them to put me out there as an agent, he showed me the father figure that I thought he was in my sick ass mind
That he wasn't.
that he wasn't. He showed me that he was the manipulator, the pedophile that he is. He showed me that what I already know, you just got stabbed by a young boy for being a pedophile. You can't, a pedophile does not stop until you stop them. Understand something. His preference is young boys. The men like young boys. So therefore, he's not going to stop until we stop him as the people.
Okay.
If it's not
Shit, you basically got the same amount of people. Well, what about that young boy, that young white boy that came out and said he met you on that dating line and you molested him from age 16 to 18? What about that? And I know that you had to been messing with that boy because he said he met you on a dating website, and your other girlfriend, not Lily, the other girl, exposed you on a dating website soliciting rim jobs. How would that white boy know that? He had a straight story. He was how was somebody high out of his mind on dope or whatever he was on give more details about what you did to him than you gave about Bambaataa?
not me, anybody who see Bambaataa walking the street, all the people that's walking with him is responsible from stopping him, whether he go to Africa, Brazil, whether he go over there to Haiti, all these poor countries.
Hey, leave Haiti alone. Leave Haiti alone.
I'm not bothering them. I'm not bothering them.
You was responsible for stopping Bambaataa when you had the opportunity to take that man to court, and you purposely let the deadline go by, and then you try to come back and lie and blame it on B Stinger. What about that? And I said that as soon as the day you let that deadline go by, if Bambaataa really is molesting kids, every child that he molests is on your fucking hands because you had the power to do something about it and you did nothing but go run to the internet. You did absolutely nothing. You let the deadline go by on purpose. So every little boy that Bambaataa supposedly touched after that is on your hands because you had the most power to do something about it and you purposely didn't do anything about it. 33 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in and support the Bus Pass Fun. I think we like $10 short. Get the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, $1, $2, $3, $4.
Haiti's a spot where people travel.
And all the information is sitting at the top of the chat.
Where people travel to kidnap children. It's not a joke.
I'm not joking
Just
about
like Hillary Clinton. With Hillary Clinton, she let the woman go. I forgot her name. That works for the Amber Alert. She got caught 2 times kidnapping children from Haiti for sex trafficking, and Hillary Clinton let her go.
Was it sex trafficking or
Sex trafficking, yes.
You let Bambaataa go. So what's the difference? You let Bambaataa go.
Let her go. Like, this is serious shit. So anybody in the hip hop, it's like Uncle Murder. He did the yearly wrap up, and I'm like, ooh. The only thing he left out of the yearly wrap up is like, damn, ain't nobody touching Bam. That was the biggest story. How you leave out the man that's touching all the little kids? I mean, Suge.
Bro, how are you blaming everybody else for not going after Bam and you didn't go after Bam? Yep, an enabler. He still loves him. How are you expecting everybody? He said he can't kill Ben because you love him. My bad, I ain't see the chat moving. Hassan still buying buying budget Pelly Pellies. Cold Blade. Right. That's Philly talk right there. Cold Blade. Like, bro, how are you blaming everybody else for not going after the man that hurt you, and you won't even do it? You expect everybody to fight your battle. Is yup, it's all for clout. It's all for clout. Cause you did it all for clout. How are you sitting there up here on this internet blaming everybody and their mama? How was you letting Bam go? How did you let Bam go? Bam ain't do nothing to us. Bam did something to you, allegedly. So how is it that you keep pressing everybody else to get up and do something about it, and you won't even get up and do anything about it?
Is in jail. He might get the rest of his life, and Suge ain't even Suge no more. Bam is stronger than Suge.
Hold on. You mad at Uncle Murder for not putting it on a yearly wrap up, right? And not rapping about it. But you won't even get up and take the man to court and get justice. But you expect somebody to rap about it. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. You expecting everybody to get up and do something about it, but you won't get up and do nothing about it.
Her name that works for the Amber Alert. She got caught 2 times kidnapping children from Haiti for sex trafficking, and Hillary Clinton let her go out of jail.
Was it sex trafficking or
Sex trafficking? Yes. Let her go. Like, this is serious shit. So anybody in a hip hop, it's like Uncle Murder. He did the yearly wrap up, and I'm like, ooh. The only thing he left out of the yearly wrap up is like, damn, ain't nobody touching Bam. That was the biggest story. How you leave out the man that's touching all the little kids?
No, it was not the biggest story. Now, at one point, it was a big story until they realized that you and Beastinger was full of shit. You expect everybody to jump out the fucking window for some shit that you won't even jump out the window for, and it's your problem.
I mean, Suge Knight is in jail. He might get the rest of his life, and Suge ain't even Suge no more.
He said
Bam is stronger than Suge right now.
ties up.
He broke. He ain't got the army behind him. Ain't nobody would have been talking to Suge like that. But no, look at Bam. Who's speaking out against Bam? Shout out to Lord Jamar. Shout out to MC Shan. Shout out to Professor Griff. But shout out, you know what I mean, to the
Star.
people, to Stars like he's the god of this shit right here.
The God.
He's the god of this because at the end of the day, he had the balls to do what nobody else would do. But it's every rapper. If you're gonna be out there dissing, let's say, well, like for example, what my son and Troy Ave. All right, listen, we here right now. Troy Ave, Troy Ave, we here right now. Listen. Don't make me lose my thought. Don't make me lose my thought. If we gonna deal with the my songs and the Troy Ave, right? I understand Troy Ave is doing some stuff that just don't add up to. My son was raised by he used to run around Xavier Williams from Sex Money Murder from Bronx River. I was raised by X, so I can understand my son might look at shit a little bit different. Like, nah, that.
Wait a minute. Was you raised by Bambaataa? See, that's another. That's how you know you lying. 1 minute you raised by X. I mean Bambaataa. Next minute you was raised by Bo. Now you was raised by X, bro. You can't be raised by all these different people, bro. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? The people who raised you changed every other fucking day. Was you raised by X? Was you raised by Bo? Or was you raised by Bambaataa? Which one is it, bro? Because it can't be all three.
We don't do shit like that. Troy Ave might have been raised by his crackhead mother. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. But the shit that he's doing, yeah, we don't do. But what I will say about Troy Ave, he handled this situation, or whatever the case may be, he's doing it the way he was raised. No disrespect to Shorty. But what I will say is, who's more important to deal with? A Troy Ave or Bambaataa? Who's more of somebody that need to be on that screen that need to be dealt with? This man got way over 1,000 children that he molested. I could guarantee.
Got over 1,000 children that he molested supposedly, but only you and B Stinger and the John Doe came out. Get the fuck out of here, bro. There's no way he's like, it's the law of averages. It's impossible. There will be at least 100 people saying that he molested them, and your excuse is they all gangsters. That's why they not coming forward. They all gangsters. That's a convenient excuse. Quaz pointed that out yesterday. Chief Redhead Brown Eyes. Peace and welcome. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. And I just looked at it too. I need $12, family, to get a bus pass. Get the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, $1, $2, $3, $4. You just need $12. But anyway, back to this goofball.
I can guarantee you that he was raised by Dr. York, who was a cult leader who taught him how to molest.
Right. That's fucking impossible, bro. There's no way that 1,000 kids, he molested 1,000 kids, right? And only you, B Stinger. Well, we gonna say B Stinger because B Stinger is the only one with evidence, and then John Doe obviously got evidence if he's able to take him to court. So only two people with legit stories or stories with any type of evidence came forward. That according to the law of averages, that's fucking impossible, bro. There's no way he did this to that many people, and only three people came forward. That's impossible. That will never happen.
More of somebody that need to be on that screen that need to be dealt with. This man got way over 1,000 children that he molested.
He said way over 1,000 children. So that means that's thousands with an S, plural. But only three people came forward. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't care if they gangsters or not. Even if they was gangsters, everybody would be at the age where being a gangster doesn't matter, and it probably would have haunted them for so long they would have came forward by now. There's no fucking way. You want to make this man look so bad that you're exaggerating extremely.
I can guarantee you that he was raised by Dr. York, who was a cult leader who taught him how to molest. And this is passing down even through.
And look, speaking of Dr. York molested 200 to 300 kids, and at least 100 of them came forward. That's how that works. He molested hundreds of kids, and at least 110 of them testified against him. That's why I believe Dr. York shit is true because that's what likely happened. There's no way somebody raped thousands of people and only three people, two of them got fucked up stories that don't make sense. And one of them is anonymous and we don't even know their story because it's being hidden. That's impossible. Do you think that John Doe is the young boy? He said, I never even thought about that, Kakalaka. I never even thought about that. That could be the case though. That definitely could be the case.
Him down even through Zulus right now. I guarantee you, because first and foremost, what you have to understand when you're dealing with somebody that was molested, a lot of times people who are molested, they start to touch on other children. So this is like a disease that's passed.
Well, you said you touched on other children. Damn, he was hinting to it in this video too.
Don't tell me that this rapper could beef with that rapper. This one could call this rapper over here bozo. You could run down on this rapper over here, but nah, we ain't gonna touch the Bambaataa shit. Why not? The whole community saying they knew about it. What makes it third party?
So, where do we go from here?
Here's where we go from here.
Because
We put heat. Like with Nicki Minaj, once again, Bambaataa, anybody.
No, not we. You put heat on Bambaataa. Not we. It wasn't us who we touched. It's your responsibility.
Who protects a pedophile, especially if they rich like an R. Kelly. R. Kelly should never make another dollar again. He pissed on a 12, 13-year-old girl like it was cool. He had a few of them, but the young one is like, damn, you peed on a video, and then turned around and blamed your brother. Oh, it was my brother, it wasn't me, we look alike. Everybody seen the video.
Crazy.
But yet we'll sit up there and act like he didn't do what he did. Bambaataa's running around still doing shows, and the money that he's getting is allowing him to go to these poor countries. The reason why when he was up, he was rich, Bam got millions. Why do you keep yourself close to the hood? Because you could pay for a cab for these young boys to keep coming to see you. He's not going to the suburbs with this shit. You know why? Because the white people gonna have you murdered. So you staying there and you manipulating and taking advantage of the hood. He keeps young boys around him because the young boys is gonna bring younger boys around. Because it's cool, it's fun to be around Bambaataa. You might get to be on stage with him. You might get to see all types.
He said, did he just say it's fun to be around Bambaataa? Hold on, back that up. Back that up real quick. Did this nigga just say it's fun to be around Bambaataa? Oh yeah, he did say Bam's house was the fun house. What's fun about being around your molester? I don't give a fuck if the nigga had a Six Flags in his backyard. If he bought Never Neverland. What's fun about being around your abuser? These are things that you would never hear a victim say. I never thought about that Kakalaka neither. It could be the John Doe. But no sir, you put the heat on your thigh. Man's is stupid.
Troy, we here right now. This taught him how to molest. And this is passing down even through Zulus right now. I guarantee you, because first and foremost, what you have to understand when you're dealing with somebody that was molested, a lot of times people who are molested, they start to touch on other children. So this is like a disease that's passed.
Yeah, he was hinting towards it. hmm He was hinting towards him touching other children too.
So you gonna tell me that this rapper could beef with that rapper. This one could call this rapper over here bozo.
Right.
You could run down on this rapper over here, but nah, we ain't gonna touch the Bambaataa shit. Why not? The whole community saying they.
Well, you can threaten this person over here. You can threaten Zip. You can threaten Gully TV. You can threaten trolls on the internet. You can threaten everybody and their mama, but you ain't gonna do nothing to Bam. That's the same logic you just used on everybody because they don't want to talk about Bam. Well, if we're going off your logic, you can threaten and beat up and do something to everybody else besides Bambaataa. These are things you would never hear a victim say, or things that a victim would never do.
About it, what makes it third party?
So, where do we go from here?
Here's where we go from here.
Because
We put heat. Like with Nicki Minaj, once again, Bambaataa, anybody who protects a pedophile, especially if they rich like an R. Kelly should never make another dollar again. He pissed on a 12.
Well, you protecting a pedophile to this very day. You won't take him to court, and you won't off him. You know why? Because you keep saying you love him. That's protecting him, jackass. You're protecting Bambaataa every day. Every day you didn't take him to. Every day that you don't take him to court, or do something about it. Well, you let the statute of limitations go up, so there's nothing you could do about it now. So every day that goes by, since you let the deadline go by, you've been protecting that man.
Pissed on a 12, 13-year-old girl like it was cool. He had a few of them, but the young one is like, damn. You peed on her on a video and then turned around and blamed your brother. Oh, it was my brother. It wasn't me. We look alike. Everybody seen the video.
Crazy.
But yet we'll sit up there and act like he didn't do what he did. Bambaataa's running around still doing shows, and the money that he's getting is allowing him to go to these poor countries. The reason why when he was up, he was rich, Bam got millions. Why do you keep yourself close to the hood? Because you could pay for a cab for these young boys to keep coming to see you. He's not going to the suburbs with this shit. You know why? Because the white people going to have you murdered. So you staying there and you manipulating and taking advantage of the hood. He keeps young boys around him because the young boys is going to bring younger boys around. Because it's cool. It's fun to be around Bambaataa. You might get to be on stage with him. You might get to see all types of shit. You go to the meetings and see dudes that you look up to. You might run into, like with me, he done had me backstage with all types of celebrities. It's like taking you before Michael Jackson had a child, he had Neverland to attract all the kids.
So you were traveling around with him, right? And you just said if you traveling around Bam, you fucking him. He had you backstage with all types of celebrities. What he had you backstage doing? That's the question. What did he have you doing backstage? That's what I want to know. Matter of fact, no, I don't.
All the kids. But let me ask you a question. If you was Michael Jackson and you got accused of the first child, wouldn't that make you skeptical and not bring no more children around your house?
Right.
But you keep bringing these white children. Look at Marcus Houston. Did you hear about what he did to the B2K dudes?
Razby.
It wasn't Marcus Houston. It was Scott Storks. No, not Scott Storks. What's the dude name? Their producer. They saying that he got him too. He got Marcus Houston too.
Razby. What's the other dude named the manager?
Marcus Houston,
not Marcus Houston. Chris Stokes. Like, come on, did you hear? Like you boning these young boys.
That was crazy.
And this is what goes on in the industry. That's why when I see dudes trying their best to kick down the door to get in the industry, now everybody says that the industry, you got to get it on some homo shit to be up in there. Everybody says it. Everybody assumes that. Let's keep it funky. Everybody does it. Everybody tells the story. Just like the Doggy Diamonds, shout out to Doggy Diamonds, the interview that he did with I forget the kid name that was telling about what was going on in the industry parties, and how you being down, you walk into the party automatically to get in, you got a dude grabbing your dick. So you already coming through the door on some gay shit. The bottom line to it is, and this
What the fuck did you just say?
That's running it. I mean, you had the Zulu Nation. Why did you start hip hop? And these people are controlling it. When you born in the Jewish community, the first thing they do.
What that got to do with it? Let me run it back. Run it back a little bit. What the fuck did he just say?
When you born in the Jewish community, the first thing they do, and how you being down, you walk into the party automatically to get in, you got a dude grabbing your dick. So you already coming through the door on some gay shit. The bottom line to it is,
And you kept going back to the parties. You walk in the door and a dude is grabbing your dick. What made you go back after that? It doesn't make sense.
this satanic system called the music industry that Bam and Herc and them signed over to those Jews that's running it. I mean, you had the Zulu Nation. Why did you start hip hop and these people are controlling it? When you born in the Jewish community, the first thing they do, the grown rabbi takes the little baby and sucks on his penis. And then 2 months, and then hold up, and then 2 months later, and then 2 months later, and then 2 months.
That's slander. Because you've never nobody. I've never heard about that in the Jewish community. I may have heard about it in the Catholic. I heard about that in the Catholic, the Christians. You ain't never hear no shit like that going on in the Jewish community. Not that I know of. I've never heard anything bad about the rabbi of that nature.
And then 2 months later, all over the news, you seeing that these rabbis are passing herpes to these little babies. This is facts.
All right, I can't listen no more. Wait, time out. Let's
It's
just.
facts.
All right, pop, come on, my nigga.
He's like, bro, you about to get me canceled. Now you calling Jews molesters and rapists? He's about to get Queen's Flip whole fucking channel taken. He said to reach around. He gave him a reach around is what made him come back to me.
You want the real? I'm giving you the real.
Give me real raw
Yeah,
cut.
we can't water this shit down. Let's be funky. Child molestation in our community is real.
You ain't funky like your breath.
It's either we gonna man up and own up to it.
And that's
We
what,
gonna.
yeah. And that's
I
what
mean,
we
come
trying
on.
to do.
Every time.
Actually, what's the next? What do what we gonna do?
The first thing
we got to start.
The first thing we do is we bring awareness. No matter how much people don't want to hear about it, we keep talking about it.
And I agree.
Until we stop that man or make him so scared to where that he
Wow, y'all heard what he just said? He said we keep talking about it until we stop that man. Does he talk about Bambaataa at all today? Has Bambaataa been stopped? No and no.
become impotent. He can't even get up no more. Number one. Number two, if the system ain't willing to deal with people like him,
You see how he keep trying to say the worst things about Bam? Yeah, this is a scorn lover. You called him a rapist. You said he drinks semen. You said he can't even get it up no more. Tell me that don't sound like a bitter baby mom. I've heard bitter baby moms say that shit about other people's their baby. Other people's bitter baby moms say the same shit about their baby dad. He can't get it up. Oh, he touched my daughter or some shit like that, or he touched the child or something like that. You sound like a bitter baby mom, bro. This is all what bitter baby, what scorn lovers and bitter baby mothers say, word for word, bro. This lets me know that you're fucking lying and you're upset that Bam broke up with you. And now you're trying to say the most foul shit about that man to make him seem like a demon.
child molestation.
That's why he keeps referring him to as the boogeyman of little boys. He's the Freddy Krueger of little boys. Right. How he know that? How he know Bam can't get it up anymore? That's a good question. How would you know that?
In our community is real. It's either we gonna man up and own up to it.
And that's
We
what,
gonna.
and
I mean, come on.
do.
Every time.
Actually, what's the next? What do we what we gonna do?
The first thing
we got to start.
The first thing we do is we bring awareness. No matter how much people don't want to hear about it, we keep talking about it.
And I agree.
Until
I'm about to change the title. Hassan says Bam can't get it up anymore. How would he know that?
until we stop that man or make him so scared to where that he just become impotent. He can't even get up no more. Number one. Number two, if the system ain't willing to deal with people like him, then we deal with him.
Got it.
Whichever way. We ain't get. You can read in between whichever way. Because the bottom line to it is
ourselves.
Because listen, let me tell you something. When the community comes together and lynch somebody, they can't put us all in jail. Because we are our own jury too. They have to
He made to it.
peers.
That's exactly what
So we are our own jury. We're not going to convict us.
Why the community got to come together? You want everybody to come together and to fight your battle. But you won't even give us no evidence to fight the battle. Yeah, twice he said it. How did you know? I'm changing the title. Hassan says he can't get it up no more. How would he know? Hold on, let me play the title.
And lynch somebody, they can't put us all in jail. Because we are our own jury too. They have to pick a jury of your peers. So we are
What is that?
our own jury. We're not going to convict us. We're going to bail each other out.
Pop, come on, my nigga.
You want the real? I'm giving you the real.
Give me real
Yeah, we can't water this shit down. Let's be funky. Child molestation in our community is real. It's either we gonna man up and own up to it.
We gonna. I mean, come on.
Do. Every time.
Actually, what's the next? What do we? What we gonna do?
The first thing
we got to start.
The first thing we do is we bring awareness. No matter how much people don't want to hear about it, we keep talking about it.
And I agree.
Until we stop that man or make him so scared to where that he just become impotent. He can't even get up no more. Number one. Number two, if the system ain't willing to deal with people like him, then we deal with him.
Got it.
Whichever way. We ain't get. You can read in between whichever way. Because the bottom line to it is
ourselves.
Keep saying we deal with them. How, Sway? We deal with them. No, nigga.
Because the bottom.
He did something to you. You deal with him.
Ourselves.
Because listen, let me tell you something. When the community comes together and lynch somebody, they can't put us all in jail.
See that right there. He just told on himself. You want the people to do something to Bam. You want the people to handle Bam for you. This is why you're doing this. You're a scorn lover, bro. That's what scorn lovers do. They try to turn their family and friends against them. They want their friends and family, everybody in the world to turn on them. And you hate Bam so much that you want to get him something, the community to get together and murder him. But you won't do it yourself. But everybody else is supposed to get together and handle Bam for you. Nigga. Bam ain't do nothing to us. He did something to you.
Because we are our own jury too. They have to pick a jury of your peers. So we are our own jury. We're not going to convict us. We're going to bail each other out. It's time for us to get back to.
They're not going to convict us. Us? What do you mean us? Us didn't get touched by Bam. Us didn't get thied by Bam. Why does it have to be us? Why don't you get up off that couch, off your lazy ass, and you do something to Bam?
get back to protecting our community.
I agree.
The number one thing that goes on, the number one silent killer of our children in our community is child molestation. Once you do something like that to a child, you destroy their brain forever. You take a part of them that they will never get back. And I respect y'all for touching on this topic because a lot of people do not have the balls.
One last thing before we go. I think it's going on. This is 2 hours.
Facts. Exactly 2 hours.
2 hours. No, it's exactly 1:20 is 2 hours. One last thing before we go. X-Clan. The girl that's accusing X-Clan of... We talked about this on the phone, but I want you to get into detail. And we're going to end it on this and then with a message.
Well, the girl that talked about X-Clan...
She reached out to you, she said.
She reached out to me. She reached out to Star. And, at first I'm skeptical because you can have somebody reach out to you, give you a false flag, you put somebody on blast, now they coming out like, oh, this never happened, this is a lie. Then it'll discredit the Bambaataa situation.
Exactly what you're doing today.
What caught me with her was that, for one, Paradise, he was in communication with her. He sent text messages back and forth to her, admitting to this shit. I have the text messages.
What?
So that caught my attention.
Have it where?
I have it.
Where?
In my computer. As a matter of fact, I have.
Nigga lying. And you never showed these text messages. How long ago was this interview? We still have yet to see any of these text messages. Just gonna state that for the record.
In fact, I think I got some of them in my phone right now. But I'll send them to you.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, definitely. See, and with Paradise,
You see how he pretended to look in his phone, and then when he said send them to me, he said definitely, and then went back into talking and put his phone down. You didn't have no text messages.
I don't know the brother. He called the meeting in Bronx River. He was in communication with her. He sent text messages back and forth to her, admitting to this shit. I have the text messages. So that caught my attention.
Have it where?
I have it.
Where?
In my computer. As a matter of fact, I have
it in my computer. How convenient.
In fact, I think I got some of them in my phone right now. But
See how he looked down. He grabbed his phone. See, I think I got something in my phone. You looked at the phone for a split second. You didn't even look at it long enough to even check if you had them in your phone. And as soon as Queen's Flip said send them to me, you put your phone down.
I'll send them to you.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, definitely. See, and with Paradise, I don't know the brother. He called the meeting in Bronx River through somebody named Norma. He wanted to meet up with me, and supposed to have a psychiatrist there that wanted to sit down and talk to me or whatever the case may be. I never made it to the meeting, but a girl went in my place. Now, mind you, Norma and them supposed to be in the center.
Why you never went to the meeting?
I never made it. Norma and them was supposed to, because listen to what I'm saying. Let me talk. Norma and them pretty much.
Yo, why you gotta be aggressive to
because
me,
you're gonna make me lose my thought. I don't want. I don't want to lose myself. I'm not.
That's the end of that video. So it's getting late anyway. I gotta do a tag. We'll be back tomorrow with more live streams. I think Pharaoh went live today. I might check that out and see what he got. But other than that, we'll be back tomorrow. Peace.